We're going to explore the interesting world of 90 Day Fiancé stars today, so hold on to your seats, everyone. You hardly recognize them because of how drastically they've changed. The changes some reality TV stars have experienced, from amazing makeovers to entirely different lives, will astonish you and perhaps even inspire you. I guarantee you'll want to stay through the very end to find out how these individuals have fundamentally altered the trajectory of their 90-day fame. 12 names that will remain in your memory are on the shortlist. Let's start with some of the most amazing transformations and rejuvenations you have ever seen. First, let's talk about Darcy Silva. This woman, who is always looking for love, blew up on our screens with her huge heart and personality. Wow, Darcy has changed things up. In her early 90-day fiancé days, she was all about huge makeup and long blonde hair. She has gone all glam with cosmetic enhancements. Consider Botox, fillers, and a completely new appearance. Since Darcy and her twin sister even got their own program, Darcy and Stacey, we have watched Darcy grow into this polished, confident version of herself. She currently runs the fashion label House of 11, and her Instagram is replete with glitzy outfits and the motto, "I'm living my best life." She's so different in the best way that it's ridiculous to think she's the same Darcy who cried over ex-boyfriends like Jesse Meester. In relation to twins, Stacey Silva is our next choice. Darcy's significant other has supported her through all of the upheaval, and she has also undergone personal growth. Despite constantly being Darcy's identical clone, Stacey has just now begun to accept her own style. After getting some work done, her hair changed from being long and straight to being bold and bouncy, complementing her sister's lifts and fillers. Stacey seems to be happier than ever, despite the highs and lows of her relationship with Florian Sucaj. Compared to her early 90-day appearances, Stacey appears much more put together and elegant as the twins forge their identities together. She seemed to have stepped out of Darcy's shadow and into her own spotlight. Now let's talk about Jorge Nava. It's amazing how much this individual has changed. When we first met Jorge, he was the laid-back man caught up in a tumultuous marriage with Anfisa Arkhipchenko. After life threw him a curveball, he was arrested for carrying a lot of marijuana and spent more than 2 years behind bars. The odd thing is that throughout that time, Jorge underwent a total metamorphosis. He became a fitness model after losing a substantial amount of weight, more than 100 pounds. He is now a parent, living a more relaxed life, and succeeding in a new relationship. The gentle cheeks and disheveled hair have been replaced by a chiseled jaw and a completely new attitude. Jorge is evidence that it is possible to completely turn around a challenging situation. Where should we start with Larissa Lima? Larissa was quite popular on 90 Day Fiancé because of her distinctive accent and her heated disagreements with Colt Johnson. Back then, she was all drama, but now, she is a totally different person now. Whether it's nose work, breast implants, or liposuction, Larissa has put herself wholeheartedly into plastic surgery. She spent more than $70,000 to build her perfect physique, and she doesn't hesitate to show it off on Instagram. After getting kicked off TLC for an explicit livestream, she used modeling jobs and OnlyFans to make money off of her fame. Larissa now resembles a real-life Barbie, lives in Vegas, and is married to a new man. Larissa has changed since she threw her wedding band down the toilet. Next up is Colt Johnson. Larissa's former partner has gone through his own strange journey after their turbulent breakup. Colt is the awkward, mama's boy software engineer that we all remember, but he's been in the news lately. He's shed a few pounds, grown out his hair, and become less nerdy and more confident. He dated Jess Caroline after his relationship with Larissa, and then he married Vanessa Guerra. But after a trampoline accident that necessitated surgery, he has struggled to recuperate. Colt's Instagram shows a man who is trying to get over the old Colt, even though he doesn't film as much these days. The shy man who hides behind his mother Debbie is changing into a new version of himself. Let's talk about Mike Youngquist now. The story of Mike and Natalie Mordovtseva's 90 Day was a crazy journey full of heartbreak and conflicts. In the Adaya past, he was a modest, quiet man from Washington who lived in a little town. He looked calm, and his beard was unkempt. Since they broke up, Mike has had to make a lot of adjustments. He has toned his hair, shed a few pounds, and appears a lot more put together. Despite his sincere glow-up, he continues to maintain a low profile while working for a tool company. His fans claim that his serene, refreshed manner shows that he has escaped a bullet following Natalie. Mike is merely going about his life and is no longer vying for recognition on reality TV. He is scarcely the same person we saw arguing in The Woods. Josh Weinstein, who is more of a mystery, is next. He came into Natalie's life after Mike and added a sleek city vibe to 90 Day The Single Life. Josh used to be all business attire and polished discourse, but nowadays he tends to look more at ease and confident. As a producer and owner of a modeling agency, he has always been preoccupied with appearances, but recently he has adopted a more relaxed swagger. Josh and Natalie didn't last, and he has stepped back from the limelight, yet his transformation is subtle but noticeable, less gaudy, more sincere. You would be surprised to see him now, even if he is one of those famous people who has undergone modest changes. Tiffany Franco is the next big story. Tiffany's relationship with Ronald Smith enthralled us, but after a challenging marriage and divorce, she has undergone a full transformation. She shed over 80 pounds following weight loss surgery, and her confidence has increased dramatically. These days, Tiffany's go-to looks are vivid colors and fitted designs, and her hair has evolved from long curls to a sleek bob, and her style is spot on. As a single mother to her 2 kids, Daniel and Carly, she is doing well. Tiffany is radiant, strong, and entirely different from the unsure woman we met in South Africa in every way possible. Then there is John Yates, who is not a 90-day celebrity, but is a prominent character in the fandom as an interviewer and YouTuber. John, who has been covering the show for a long time, had a messy beard and wore casual t-shirts. In addition to creating a whole business centered on 90-day rumors, he has now straightened up his image with shorter hair and a more professional style. He has interviewed numerous cast members, including Tiffany, and his passion has evolved from fanboy to professional. John has changed from being a supporting character to a prominent one in the 90-day universe, so his transformation is more about his aura than anything else. Since the next Russ Mayfield film, this initial star has advanced significantly. Russ, the good-hearted Oklahoman, fell in love with Paula in season 1. He was as handsome as the kid next door because of his simple attire and short hair. Since becoming a father to little Axel, he has altered up his look by getting his hair longer and wearing it in a rougher way. Russ and Paula are still together and live in Florida despite their ups and downs. Even though he isn't as active on social media, he comes across as a calm, grown-up father figure. Russ is no longer the nervous groom from 2014. He has grown up, and Angela Deem's transformation is amazing. This vivacious and proud grandmother was all about Michael Ilasanmi and her massive personality. She has since lost over 100 pounds, following weight loss surgery, and her style has changed from casual to flamboyant. Think tight dresses and bright colors. Angela has had Botox, fillers, and other operations to make herself look younger. Despite her unhappy marriage and ongoing drama, she has undergone a dramatic physical makeover. She is a totally different Angela than the one that danced at that wedding in Nigeria, whether you like her or not. Last but not least is Pat Mendez, who I assume is from season 9. The strong man accompanying Thais Ramon, Pat, looked sharp. He has let his hair grow out a bit and lightened it since becoming a father. He still exercises weights to stay physically fit, but he has a relaxed family man demeanor. Pat, Thais, and their child live a secure existence in Texas and are not chasing fame. Compared to the anxious man we met, he has significantly transformed and is now much more relaxed. And Tina Turner? Maybe there was a mix-up there because she is a legend who passed away in 2023, not a 90-day star. The transformation of these stars is astounding, isn't it? From Darcy's glamour to Jorge's return from prison, these are real-life illustrations of how life can lead you anywhere. I hope you stuck with me all the way through because these changes are too amazing to ignore. Who surprised you the most? Please leave a comment. I'd love to hear it. For more juicy updates, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this with your 90-day team. Till we cross paths again, stay amazing.